As a small business owner, it's really important that you master the art of creating irresistible offers that your prospects can't refuse. And most of us in small business, we're really good at what we do. We have a unique point of difference that sets us apart from our competitors, but we struggle to articulate that in a way that's really clear and compelling and makes it an easy yes for our prospects to work with us. And what I've figured over the last few years is that there are 10 essential ingredients that are necessary to create a compelling, irresistible offer. And I want to just walk through those in this video in the hopes that it helps you to better market yourself so that you get more yeses and more conversions in the conversations that you have. And if you're advertising, if you're posting on social media, if you can include these 10 elements in your posts or your pitches, then you're going to get a lot better engagement. You're going to get a lot more take-up of your services. So probably the place to start is the very first point, which is it's all about emotion. So humans are driven by feelings. We're emotional creatures, and similar to what I was saying in a previous video about the Simon Sinek 3 circles and start with why. The why, if you can articulate it well, is the emotional center. It's what drives our actions and behaviors. So if you can communicate your why and start with why, which is why you do, what you stand for, then you're communicating directly to the emotional center of our brains. And because we buy with emotion and then justify our decisions with logic and analysis, you've got to start with emotion. So what I mean by that is not trying to sell the aeroplane. If you're selling a trip to Hawaii, you don't want to tell people about the aeroplane that's going to get them there. It's a Boeing 737 and it's got all these different features. People don't care about how they're going to get there. They only care about the end destination. So they care about getting to Hawaii and how they're going to feel when they get to Hawaii and they lie by the swimming pool with a cocktail in their hand. So what is the end destination that you take your clients to? Whether that's a product or a service, what is the outcome? What are the feelings that they get as an end result of working with you? That's the number one most critical point in an irresistible offer, is that you can articulate that end destination really, really clearly so that the prospect can make an emotional connection to that. As soon as they feel that resonance to that emotional feeling, the end destination, they're in. You've got their curiosity and they want to know more. But if you start off by trying to sell your what, the features and the benefits and so on, they don't care about that. They need to first make that emotional connection with what you're selling first. So that's point number one, is emotion. Point number two is clarity. So you might have heard the cliche in marketing that the confused person never buys. The other saying is the clearest marketer wins. So you've got to be ultra clear in what it is you're offering, what is included, what is not included, what is it all about, what's the process, and just extreme clarity so that it's super clear what you're offering, what's in and what's not in the offer, so there's no confusion or possibility for them to get confused and click away. So point number one was emotion. Point number two, clarity. The third ingredient is you want to make it risk-free for your prospect. So they call this reversing the risk. So what can you do as a business owner to shoulder the risk yourself? So for example, say you're offering a 3-month coaching program, and you basically say, look, there's no risk here, because if you don't get these results that I'm promising by the end of the 3 months, I will work with you until you do get those results. So basically you're saying it's results driven. There's no risk for them to buy in. All the risk is on you to deliver what you're promising. That is a very compelling way to make an offer irresistible. So think about ways you could do that yourself for your business. The fourth ingredient of an irresistible offer is to make it easy for them to pay. So if it's quite a large investment, break it down into monthly payments for them, or spread it out over a longer time period, but lower that resistance to them to to paying you. Make it easy. Allow them to make credit card payments or give them different options for how to pay. Make it easy for people to pay you. So that's the ingredient number 4. Number 5 is to reduce the investment cost, or you could call it discount, your service or your product for a short period of time. Obviously, you don't want to be discounting it to a point where it's not feasible for you to, it's got to be sustainable for you and your business. But if you do it for a short period of time, so say you offer a 20% reduction in price for the next month only. So what you're doing is inspiring them to take action. You're giving them, you're giving them a reason to engage now. The 6th element is to add a bonus or a premium. So what could you add into your offer as a bonus that's going to make it really compelling? So for example, say you're a personal trainer and you're offering them personal coaching online for 3 months. What are some really compelling bonuses? Perhaps you could throw in a set of light weights, or perhaps you could throw in a meal plan. What are some really compelling high value bonuses you could add into your offer? The 7th ingredient is to create a bundle of high value. So bundle a bunch of things in together. You've seen that most fast food stores do this with their meal plans. It's a way of bundling things together to make and with a slightly lower price, but they're getting loads of value in that bundle. So what could you do with your products or services to bundle them up? The 8th point is to have that urgency or scarcity. So we've already mentioned discounting for a short period of time. There could also be a fact that you only have 5 spaces left, for example. So maybe you're only going to take on 10 clients at this reduced price. So they need to get in quickly or miss out. And the 9th point for an irresistible offer is you could champion a cause. So perhaps you're going to give 10% of your proceeds to a charity that you're really passionate about, or perhaps you're going to do something, invest that money in something that shows that you are going above and beyond to contribute to society. That's a big selling point, I know, for a lot of heart-based people like myself, people who care about contributing to society. That's always something that can be, if you include that in your offer, that is going to be a really high value thing. The 10th ingredient is social proof. So show them where your clients have got results in the past. People really need to see that you have done this before and you can do it and you can get results. That helps to make it irresistible. So just to recap the 10 essential ingredients, you've got number 1, it's all about the emotion and the end destination you're taking them to, the outcomes of the work that you do for them. Point number 2, it's all about clarity. Be super clear in what you're offering. Point number 3, make it risk-free and in a way that you shoulder the risk, not the client, so that it's an easy yes. Point number 4, make it easy for them to pay you. Point number 5, discount for a short period of time, maybe 1 or 2 months only, and then you go back to regular pricing. Point number 6, add in a bonus or a premium service offer or product for a short time. Point number 7, create a bundle of high value if you can. Point number 8, give it urgency or scarcity. How many spots can you take on? Give that sense of urgency. Point number 9, champion a cause if you can. And point number 10, give social proof for the results that you get. So I hope that's helped you understand how to create an irresistible offer. Please reach out if you have any questions. I'll speak to you soon. Bye for now.